Hello everybody, and welcome to the Great Video Game Inventory Project. One man's quest to play and document his entire massive video game collection. I'm your host, Justin, and today we're going to be looking at F Zero for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. So let's go ahead and go to Grand Prix. I am familiar with this game. I haven't played it a ton, but I mean, I've played it enough to at least be sort of competent in it, as long as I can remember the buttons. Okay, so B is accelerate. So F Zero, it's obviously a racing game for the Super Nintendo. It's really a showcase for Mode 7 graphics, which essentially allows the Super Nintendo, you've probably heard that term before, but it's what allows the Super Nintendo to take like a layer like this and rotate it. So that's what it actually means. So in F Zero, your best bet is really to decelerate around the gaps, at least in the earlier levels. You'll probably want to be braking later, but for now, just decelerating is all fine and good. We've got a sweet jump there. So yeah, first track, pretty simple. If you go into little glowies, it restores your power. And right now I'm just killing everybody, so... Oh my god. And I blew up. Well, I was killing everybody until that stupid ship there ran me off the track. It's a conspiracy, I tell you. There is a fast start, sort of like in Mario Kart, but I forget how you do that. But as long as you don't crash, it's pretty difficult for you to lose out on this first race, because you'll see in the upper left that it tells me I'm safe if I'm above 15 on the start. So that means for the first lap I have to be at least in 15th place, which I'm not even sure there are that many racers. So, and then it goes to 10, so it sort of counts up as you go down. But this is a very simple track, so... You've also got a boost that you can use by pressing the A button. Gives you a bit of a power boost. That's what those little S's are in the bottom left-hand corner. I forget what the criteria for gaining them is. It's probably when you pass through when you lap, you get a boost. But F-Zero games are still kind of popular today. One hasn't been made in a while, since the GameCube days. F-Zero 64 and the GameCube F-Zero are very well known for their difficulty. There was also one released for the Nintendo 64 disk drive, which was a very short-lived system, but that one too is also very highly noted for its difficulty. If you want to see a very impressive racing game, find videos of that, because that game is nuts. Alright, so we're in the final lap here. Hopefully I won't screw up like I did last time. There's really no reason for that jump to be there. Later on, you've got jumps that are necessary. Alrighty. It's a reminder that all of this gameplay is brought to you by Cherry Coke. It sustains me. There is a quick start. I'm not sure if that was in or not, but there's a quick start like Mario Kart. I'm not entirely sure what the timing is on it. Just felt like a beach ball there. And this theme is what probably a lot of you are familiar with for those that play Smash Brothers. Captain Falcon is a character from the series. He isn't really introduced until as an actual character until like the later games. But I am piloting his ship, the Blue Falcon. There's not too much in terms of plot in this game. Oh yeah, and you can also press L and R to make some sort of minute adjustments, and holding them will also help sharpen your turns. So like that. See that there are those little sparks there. That's the characteristics of those. And that little blue part has like sort of ice physics-ish stuff on it. I know that in some of the later levels that have more of the jumps, there are some neat tricks that you can do. Like shortcuts, some intentional, some not. But, as I've said before, if you want to see some of that stuff, you should check out like a specialist on this game. They'll be able to show you all the fancy stuff. The slide move does sort of, the benefit of it is that it keeps your speed, but it also sort of makes it a little bit weird, when you're actually trying to come out of the turn, because you retain some of that momentum and sometimes you end up slamming into walls like you just saw. Now, this game does actually get pretty hard in its own right, especially once you get to some of the higher difficulty levels. Right now, I'm on beginner, so, like, it's pretty easy for most anyone with a pulse to get first in the beginner category. There we go, that's a better start. So yeah, I guess I'll discuss like some of the other mechanics in here. You'll see that there's I've got a power bar in the upper right hand corner. That's effectively my life bar. It goes down when I run into the edges, and if it reaches all the way down, you explode. Obviously, exploding is not a good thing, so we want to try to avoid the edges as much as possible. And this little flashy part here will restore your power bar. Alright, let's get in front of this guy and then we can relax a little bit. And, like, I'm not sure what's up with these random orange cars. They're just kind of there. Like, I don't know if they're just going up for, like, a Sunday drive. I don't think they actually have any, placing value. Oh, God knows my life would be a lot easier if they weren't here. They're seemingly only there to crash into you. Overtake it. let's keep going. But yeah, sadly, this game, the F Zero franchise isn't terribly popular, mostly due to the fact that Mario Kart exists. So F Zero was really kind of overshadowed once Mario Kart came out. Though it still remains a pretty good, tech piece for the Super Nintendo, and especially for Note 7. To show you really what the Super Nintendo was capable of. Because, if I recall correctly, F Zero actually came out pretty early in the Super Nintendo's life. And, I mean, coming from the NES to this is just mind-blowing compared to that. Alright, I think there's, one more race left in this cup, so I'll just go ahead and beat it. So it seems like the best start is right before the end of the countdown. Here's one of the ones where the jump is necessary, and you've got little booster arrows there. And they also decided to put a power thing in the middle there. Probably figured that since this one is a lot... Oh, I guess that one replaces the one at the starting line, but it's mandatory, so probably figured that since this one is significantly more narrow than the other ones, that may have a lot more people banging into the edges. I guess there isn't a mandatory jump in this one. It looked like there should be, but I think that must be Deathwind 2. It looks like I did well enough to earn an extra life. Yeah, 20,000 points. I heard the little ding. Those little patches there, they make you lose speed. Probably kind of obvious looking at it, but man, those arrows are surprisingly finicky. Ah, come on. Alrighty. Eat my dust. I have dust in these super futuristic. Okay, so I'm getting a warning because my power is really low. But I should be able to make it. Yep. That was kind of sloppy, but I made it. Oh, I guess there's another. Silence. Yeah, not much really to say about the music in this game. It's not entirely, like, it's definitely not the best OST in the NES library, especially for a Nintendo first-party title. Nintendo first-party titles tend to have like excellent music, and while it's not bad, it's just kind of there. Nothing to write home about. Let's go this way. That worked out pretty well. I think those little flashy things are mines. That wasn't the best place to use the boost. Oh my goodness, I am almost dead. Not a good call there. I think that F Zero rubber bands. I'm not sure. That would be my guess, just because most racers of this era use. Nope, I died. Most racers of this era use rubber band AI. So I don't see why this one would be any different. For those who might not know what that means, rubber band AI means the better you're doing, the better the racers are, and the worse you're doing, the worse the racers are. It's sort of for this era, and I mean, you can still kind of see it in racers today, even though there are much more advanced AI options today. Rubber banding is still a popular choice just because it makes the racer feel like they have a chance even if they suck, so like me. Oh my goodness, I'm running into all the walls. And of course, the computer doesn't really have to worry about running into it. That's the danger of taking that path. The computer doesn't really have to worry about running into walls, because their power bars don't really matter. They more or less have infinite power bars, because in this era of games, the computer having BS advantages, especially in racing games, is pretty common. Many of you who played Mario Kart will probably agree, because, well, I'll discuss that more when we actually get to Mario Kart, but suffice it to say, this era with racing games like to give the computer some unfair advantages. Oh my goodness, I'm not even going to try for the jump because I would have ended up in... I'm assuming that's supposed to be water, like purple water, maybe it's acid or something, I don't know. It seems like if it was a pool of acid, probably not the best place to build a racetrack, but whatever. What do I know? But, I mean, this is a good game just for, like, it's kind of relaxing in a way, in a weird way, even though it's a racing game, because it's just very chill. And the music sort of reinforces that mood. The music is really just kind of chill. It doesn't really give you that much of a sense of urgency or a sense of, oh yeah, let's race. It's just sort of, I'm just kind of here, kind of mellow. That was a bad place to boost. That was a good decision. That, however, was not. actually looked like I knew what I was doing. I can do that every once in a while. Not too much, though. Yeah! And I gained another life since I hit 30,000. Look at that fancy fixed camera view. I mean, listen to this victory music, it's just like the cheesiest music ever. I love it. I like how those cars are just sort of running into each other, it doesn't really care. So yeah. Those are all the cups and the courses, but I think I'm gonna leave it here for F-Zero. It's a good game. Sadly, it's sort of overshadowed by Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo, but definitely still has its merits. If you do just want to do a playthrough for it, it's pretty fast just to go through the entire thing, but won't be doing that today. But thanks for watching. Hope you had a good time watching, and I hope to see you next time in the Great Video Game Inventory Project. This is Justin, signing out.